What's up, guys? It's your boy Markel, and I'm here with Rick, the Quality Movers owner here in Bismarck, North Dakota. And today we're going to ask him some motivational questions to inspire you guys and motivate you guys. So let's get straight into it, man. All right, Rick. So I want to start off with question number one here.
All right, number one.
Question number one here, it says, was there a moment you almost quit, but what made you keep going, and what made you keep going?
So honestly, I guess there was, now that you mention it. Yeah, I mean, there was a moment. There's probably several down the line that are small and you just got to, overcome those as you go.
Yeah.
But there was a moment about a year or two ago when I did a lot of rebranding change, kind of a lot of just restructuring with the business, and had to face the decision of, do I keep going? Do I transition into something different? And honestly, I guess the biggest help with that decision was my wife. She's my foundation. She's my rock at home. She's my support system. Every business, person, although maybe they own the business solely, they got their backup, right? And everybody should have a little bit of backup. It's good to have that support system. And so she just helped me remember that doing what I do now is what I love. The enjoyment I get from the, providing a successful move, the satisfaction of coming up with a plan to execute just this crazy thing and do it successfully and complete it. And she just reminded me of that smile that I get when I do that. So, I mean, for me, it was looking back, it was weighing out the decision of, why do I love doing what I do? And is that worth it versus the cons of, this is what it brings to the table for stress and workload and all of that. And then ultimately, having that little bit of support on the backside to say, hey, don't overreact, don't overthink right away, give it some time, and, remind yourself what you love about it too, before you just, think of the negatives, because negatives come quick.
Yeah.
Got negatives are easy to be like, hey, I don't like it because of this, and this, but sometimes you got to remind yourself of what is positive and how much that means to you. Because a lot of times, one of those for every 10 negatives can be huge,
Oh, yeah.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's probably the biggest thing that really helped, I think, because I was on that fence a little bit. Like, what do I do,
That's good, though. That's good. And she's the owner, too.
Yep. She's an entrepreneur as well.
The venue.
Yeah, she's got a venue in Mandan, DJs on the side. So she's doing her thing, and I haven't had to save her yet. She just loves doing it. She just loves doing it, so she does it. Yeah. She hasn't tried to quit yet.
Might as well go ahead and give her a quick shout out to Rick's wife, Cassandra.
Yeah, V3NU3, Bismarck, Entice Bismarck.
Yes, sir.
DJ services. So if you need
the space, man. You need the space. That's where you need to go.
That's right.
If you need your stuff moved, piano, whatever it is, this is the guy.
That's the one.
Yes, sir. Now, question 2. What does discipline look like when nobody is watching?
Good question. That's a good one.
Question.
Yeah. Okay. I would say for me, the biggest thing is doing what's right when it counts. You got things to do, and sometimes, procrastination hits. And so having that discipline of like, no, I got to get it done, because it's not just, I don't know, like, it's not me that is relying on me to get all my stuff done. I have guys that are waiting for, hours, for paychecks, for things to get done. I got customers that are waiting for quotes and bids and things so they can move on with their thing.
Right.
So, I don't know. Tell me the question one more time. Let me see if I can get you a real solid answer.
No, you're good. You're good. So the question was, what does discipline look like for you when nobody's watching?
I would say it's just hammering down and doing what you need to do, and putting those secondary things to the side. Like you got to lay it out. Do I play some Call of Duty, or do I hammer out these quotes? Because at the end of the day, I mean, unless you're a gamer, unless you're getting it, I mean, if you're, at the end of the day, you got to do what's going to push you forward in life and in business and all that. So I'd say just, having that drive to get done what you need to get done now, and not push it off to the end,
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. That's one thing. That's a challenge for a lot of people, for sure. You know what I'm saying? So,
every day.
Every day. Third question. What's something you learned about money that school never taught you?
Okay. It doesn't mean everything. I don't know. I mean, simply put, I don't know, like, you can't take it with you in the end. It's great to have it, and it takes a lot of work to get it.
Oh, yeah.
But at the end of the day, happy memories and experiences and joy and all those things have to mean something too. But
Yeah.
you know, I mean, I didn't do any business school. I didn't do anything, you know, beyond regular schooling to really teach me anything about money. So I've been learning it along the way. And, you know, advice wise for money is find a way to make your money make you money is the best, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Find a way to multiply it, right? You know,
Yep.
get yourself a good investment person,
Yes, sir.
find a way to do that, you know,
Yes,
find
sir.
that avenue. But, you know, beyond just, you know, making money and getting money, and I mean that's a grind, that's what you want to do. But
Right.
you know, that's one thing that I, you know, in my later years, let's call it, is that I look at is like memories, you know, events, things, you know, time spent with family, friends, all that
Yeah,
stuff
that
is really
stuff right there
important
is
too.
important
So
for sure.
just making sure you balance them. But you know, I would say just learning how to not make the money but manage the money and make it work for itself so that you can eventually one day work less.
Yeah.
Let's work
Yeah.
less to make more.
Yeah. I
So
feel that. I feel that. Respect. Okay. Yeah. And it's like I watched the little side like video on YouTube and whatnot, and it was just explaining like, you know, money's important, but you can get that anytime.
yeah,
The only thing you can't get is time.
yeah,
know,
you can't. That's real. You know, the
Yeah.
experience in life is priceless. You know, money has a value 100%, but you know, experiences and events and memories are priceless sometimes.
Yeah.
So
Utilize that money to make things happen.
that's right. Yeah, and you got to make that money to do that.
You
Sometimes,
gotta
sometimes
make
you
that
got to
money to do it.
grind,
Yes, sir.
make that money, and then do it.
Yes, sir. Last and final written question.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Question is, if your younger self is sitting where I am right now, what would you tell yourself?
Take some business classes and get smart with that money, like we talked about ahead of time.
Yep.
You know, I mean, I'm 36 basically right now, and
That man's
I
still
mean,
young.
it took me it took me all the way through my 20s, you know, really to ever even start getting smart and thinking about money.
Get into it,
You know, saving it, keeping it, investing it,
It's never too
multiplying
late, really.
it. Yeah, it's never too late to
Never
get
too
into it, but it's never too early to start thinking about it. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
and that's no one
The
really
earlier the
told.
better.
Yeah, yeah, no one told me about it. I didn't have any guidance in that way. So if I were sitting here looking at my younger self, that's probably the advice I would give, is to maybe take a few business classes, you know, learn how to manage your money, to invest your money, like just to really learn a little bit more about how money works and the value of it and everything.
Exactly.
That's probably what I would do, because I learned things the hard way along the way, and I am who I am because of it. And I've learned a lot, and I got more to learn. There's always more to learn.
Yeah.
But I mean, I could have skipped a few steps, and I've been all right with that too.
Yeah. I know what
You know,
mean.
an easier route would have been cool too. You know, but
we all want the easy route.
yeah, if you want to be in business and all that, you know, maybe you don't need to go to, you know, for a whole degree. Maybe you don't need to invest, you know, a huge chunk of your life into school, depending on what you're going to do. But like I know I tell my kids, you know, even if you don't want to go down the road of college, you don't want to do anything that requires that degree or anything, maybe consider doing a little bit of a business class and learning how to, you know, become a sole entrepreneur or a business, you know, developer or something one day, because, you know, you might find that later and it's hard to go back. You know, it doesn't hurt to just get some more education right now and know a little bit more about how the big world's going to work for you and how you can make it, you know, and how you can not work for it, but make it work for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I respect that for sure. Okay. That's all the main questions right there. And then the last and final off the paper question, I guess.
All right.
I like to do this. It's not really a question, but it's more of just like what I like to do is just us take a second, you know, look at the camera, act like we're talking to, you know, who's ever watching this video and learning right now. You know, what type of advice or what would you tell them? Like, you know, somebody's watching this video right now. You know, what would you tell them?
I would say if you have a dream and at times it feels like it's unachievable, don't give up, keep going, because you might just be on that last step and you don't realize it. So don't quit on yourself, invest in yourself.
Invest in yourself. Yes, sir.
That'd be my words.
Yes, sir. You heard it. You heard it from the man himself.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Hey, man. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. And once again, like I said, if y'all need anything moved anywhere, you know what I'm saying? He goes all over the U.S.
I sure do.
Hit this man up, man. I'll put his link in the description where y'all can go to his website and then check him out. You know what I'm saying? This is the guy right here, main man. And yeah, appreciate you answering these questions. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. All right, your boy Markel, aka Made, is out. I love you. Peace.
Made, yeah. Gucci on my shoes, Gucci on my ice, Gucci on my dab, looking hecka nice.
Louis on my